If you had to tell somebody who was thinking about giving up on YouTube or considering starting a channel, what would you say to inspire them to start a channel or do anything like that?
I would say that nothing really happens fast. Like, just really, like, you only lose when you quit. Finally went to Jaco Beach, Costa Rica, and what I found out there was dope nightclubs with beautiful women, good food, and all the activities you could ask for. Cartagena was amazing. Man, me and the homies went to the beach. We went to the club. I swear it felt like it was hundreds of baddies. Man, I can't even count how many honey packs I had.
Good morning, world. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy FRE, $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. Me and this gimbal having a hard time today, but we just ran into the king of the streets in DC. And he goes by the name.
Yo, what up? It's your boy in the streets with Keys. Streets favorite out here in DC. Traffic is bad. It's Sunday. He got me out here early, but I had to come meet the homie, so shout out to Flyboy.
Yo, listen, we're super lucky I was able to get him out the house, you know.
Like, they woke up this morning and was like, yo, if we all link up together and get on the panel at the same time, there is nothing that Keys could do to stop us.
Y'all trapped up in the house all day and stuff, but this place right now is super packed. I wanted to get to the Black Museum.
Yeah, Black American History Museum right there. We can see the monument in the distance.
Yeah, I wanted to get to that, but it's just no parking, so I'm not gonna be able to get to it this time. Yo, DC been showing me hella love, man. I gotta know, what is it like being from DC, living in DC, and give them any information that I'm gonna flip the camera around so y'all get a better view. Any information they need to know about DC before coming. Ready, let's go.
Hey, yo, being from here is cool, it's dope. It's a lot of beautiful black women. A lot of beautiful black women out here. It's fun. It's a lot of traffic. Parking is terrible. That's one of the things you definitely got to know. Plan accordingly. Make sure you don't park nowhere because you're gonna be towed. She's shaking her head, yeah. But it's definitely fun. It's a lot of different ethnicities. Black from all over the place. You know, white women, whatever you like, really, you can find out here. It's definitely a lot of places. A lot of museums are free, like the Zoo, African American Museum, Holocaust Museum, all that stuff like that. You got to get out. You got to get. You got to try some mumbo sauce while you out here, Flyboy.
I did.
You did? Okay.
You
did or you did?
I don't know. I went to.
Did you go to a restaurant or carry out?
I egg you.
Oh no! You got to go to a real carry out to get mumbo sauce.
Well, give me some places I can go. We still got a little time here today.
My favorite carry out is by my house. It's Johnny's, but you ain't gonna be able to find that. I'm gonna have to tell you that some other type of way, or bring you there. But you ain't got much time, so I don't know. It's cool out here, man. You just kind of gotta enjoy it.
Help me understand this. Like, when I'm in Jersey and when I'm in New York, when I'm in Miami, a lot of the things is the nightlife. And I say this in the live too. I'm learning the different culture or way things go. Like in Miami, there's nightlife.
Okay.
In New Jersey, there's nightlife. In New York, there's nightlife. In DC, they do brunches.
Yeah. A lot of the nightlife isn't the same anymore. Once stadium and places like that shut down, the gentrification of DC kind of changed everything. We used to have go-go's in DC. We used to have go-go's in PG County. A lot of that stuff is kind of washed away. We had clubs like Love and Dream, but at that time, like Ibiza, all that stuff kind of closed down for various reasons, mainly because of the gentrification. But the brunches is still kind of popping, and you can still find some lounges, but you know that section kind of culture kind of changed everything.
Okay, see, I like to always start. I always like to start with people, like, you know, giving information about where they from, where they city, but people know you because you're all over the world. Let them know how long you've been traveling. Let them know some countries you've been to, and let them know what encouraged you or inspired you to travel from where you're from.
So I started traveling in 2017. internationally, like about 2018. I've been to a lot of countries. My favorites being Thailand, DR. I've been to Brazil. I've been to Kenya. I've been to Egypt, Iceland, different places like that. I've been all around the world. Each place has its own unique thing that you're gonna like and things that you're not gonna like. So, yeah.
So when you go to these places, do you normally go by yourself or do you go with other people?
Typically I go with my brother. Sometimes I go with a group. I've been places by myself. It just really depends on what the vibe and what it calls for. If it's further or if it's less lit, maybe I go with my friends. But it don't really matter. It just depends on whose schedule works with mine, and we just go.
All right, so when did you start doing YouTube? What inspires you to do YouTube? And where do you see YouTube going, or your YouTube channel, or where you see your content going in the future?
So I started doing YouTube 2021. I really just wanted to tell a different story because I know there was a lot of people that was telling the story from an expat perspective, but I kind of wanted to tell it from like the average everyday man that has a 9-to-5, that has kids, has a family, has people that depend on them and they can't necessarily leave for a long time. I wanted to tell the story of how to be able to go on a trip 3-4 days and then come right back. That was like really my main thing. So I think in the future my channel will go more travel and then also some lifestyle stuff, just everyday things that people might want to see. So that's what I think.
When it comes to picking a place to stay, what is your motto?
Oh, it's clean and close. You got to stay somewhere clean and close. I think every place that you want to go in the world, you can make or break your trip based upon where you stay at. I always say clean and close, where you can walk to something that you want to get to, because when you got to travel 30-40 minutes, as Flyboy will tell you now in DC, it's gonna make your trip slower, and then if you got to deal with parking, it's gonna make it even worse. So clean and close, fellas.
Yo, shout out to my brother. My brother got us staying in the southeast. I mean, when I show you the place,
told you,
the place is amazing. Outside the fact that outside the place there's fiends. Cops was there like deep the other time, and they follow me everywhere I go. Literally, a cop followed me for 10 minutes the other day, but they didn't pull me over, which is dope. But we're 30 minutes away from the downtown area of DC. If you had to tell somebody, where would they look to stay in DC or surround, and maybe give them some information about how the surrounding areas work, because things are close, where they would stay if they wanted to be going to clubs downtown and on U Street and stuff like that?
I would honestly advise people to just be careful where you book at, especially when you book on the border of DC and Maryland, because you never know. A lot of the areas on that border can be, especially if you're on the southeast border with like Capitol Heights, Temple Hills, things like that, can be dangerous. I would say if I was coming to DC and I was a tourist, I would try to stay maybe somewhere like the National Harbor, because you're right at the point between Virginia, DC, and Maryland where you can kind of get around and move and shake without like minimal effort. You can easily get on the Beltway, easily get on 295. I would say National Harbor would probably be like the best, safest little area that you can go into, where you can have parking, garages, different things like that, even charging stations at the National Harbor. And you got the MGM, where that's familiar for most people, casino. So
I got 2 more questions, and I got one. I want you to.
It's hot out here.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. I got 2 more questions, and I want you to give your contact information at the end. The first question is, where do you plan on going in the future?
Okay.
And the second question is, the second part of the question is, what is your favorite top 3 destinations? And then the next question I ask after the questions.
Okay, hold on. Where do I plan on going in the future?
And your top 3 destinations.
I'm planning on trying to hit some more places right close by. Like, I want to go to Punta Cana just to be able to say I did that kind of, because I haven't been there yet, out of the Santo Domingo, the Santiago's, and the Sua. So I want to hit that. I want to go back to Guatemala City. Really like places just closer, or like really refining to be able to make a street guide out of those places. My top 3 right now, especially, I'm gonna go with Colombia, Thailand, and DR. Man, I'm all about the fun. Man, I'm just an everyday dude working, so I want to be able to go and have fun.
All right. The next question is, if you had to tell somebody who was thinking about giving up on YouTube, or considering starting a channel, what would you say to inspire them to start a channel or do anything like that?
I would say that nothing really happens fast. You only lose when you quit. You really just gotta take the time. You never know what's gonna work. It's things that I did on my channel that actually worked. It's things that didn't work, and you never really know. And don't necessarily look at the person ahead of you and say you have to do it that exact way, because you don't know why it worked, and it may have worked only for that time period. So you just really just take the time. I mean, really the barrier to entry to YouTube is really just a Gmail account. So I always say to YouTubers, man, we ain't nobody but just dudes with Gmail accounts that people like to watch. So I would say start the channel, refine it, do your research, find a channel that you like already, and say, okay, why does this channel work? And then from there, just refine it to your own thing. Don't copycat too much, but also just try to be unique.
And last but not least, give me your contact information,
Yo,
man.
you can find me at In the Streets with Keith on YouTube and Keith_travels on Instagram, and hit me on DM if you need some information.
Now, even though he ain't got a Rubicon, he do got a Jeep.
I got a Jeep.
Which do you enjoy more after driving your Mustang for a while?
I love them both. I would say if my Jeep was a little newer, I probably would prefer the Jeep because I like sitting up high, but it is slower. Like when you hear this, like you can hear the speed, the vibes, the speakers are better. So I like both of them. They're just good for different times. Nothing can beat a Jeep with the top down and with the doors off, but also having a V8, big muscular V8, almost 500 horsepower.
5.0. Y'all see that 5.0 on the side?
Can't beat that.
All right, y'all. Yo, so that was In the Streets with Keith. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe. He's the one, him and Check the Effect are the ones that made me decide to get this Osmo, and I'm still learning how to use it. So bear with me, y'all. It's your boy FRE, $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. And I'll see you on the next video.
¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? Venezuela. USA.
Estados Unidos.
Yes. Unidos Estados. USA. I don't know how to say it.
No sabes hablar español.
Poquito español. Venezuela. Bonita mujer.
Gracias.
Good morning, world.